right, a bit more clear about the Levite priesthood, right? And the Levite priesthood becomes leave out, right? The leave out idea is in the Levite priesthood, right? So this basically works because the Levite priesthood, right, are the people who are holding up the ark, right, on them illustrations. The ark becomes the lodge, right? It becomes the royal palace type of thing, the royal court, right, and the lodge. And so they're holding up the lodge, right? So they're holding up the ideas of the sort of royal court, right? So basically, right, this means implementing a hex, right? They're implementing the hex on behalf of the royal court, right, through the lodge network, right? So they're sort of keeping going the ideas of fantasy, right, and all these sort of, this tissue of lies what they've created and all that. Like obviously that take over things like a perfect example, right, of implementing this hex through all different priesthood people, right? And when you have this leave out, right, it basically means leave out of the lodge, right? So when you have your towns and cities and villages and that, right, all the social life and the sort of administrative running, right, of those cities and towns, see, is done by the lodge members or Levite priesthood, right, or eunuchs, like the administrative eunuch idea, see, it's all the same thing, right? The administrative eunuchs, they run the administration, see, on behalf of the royal court, right? Royal court becoming the lodge, right? So the leave out idea, right, is about those who are left out of the lodge, right? Part 2, leave out priesthood, right? So the leave out, right, idea applies when you're leaving out, right, i.e. socially excluding, right, the non-members of the lodge, right, the non-masons, out of their, world which they've, created, right? So everyone has their little rule and all this, their little position, like, if you remember that that game, right, Happy Families or something, Mr. Bun the Baker and all this type of idea, right? That's the lodge type of situation. See, everyone has their little rule, their little position to play, right? So those outside of that are left out in the cool type of thing, right? As opposed to the sort of warmth and the love of the lodge. You see what I'm saying? That's the way it works, right? So the leave out priesthood, right? And these sort of, these workers are in these work positions, right, and they're all implementing this hex on the unwitting victims. See, that when a natural person becomes the unwitting victim and walks right into the trap, see, and these people are implementing the hex, holding up the ark or the lodge, right? So the hold up idea, from criminal fiction and all that, say crime fiction, the idea of doing staging a hold up, right? Like the Western movies and all that, see, staging a hold up is basically a robbery, and and that's basically what they're doing, see, implementing a robbery, like a hex, right? So it's like very unpleasant, see, the leave out priesthood, and that's the codes in it. You see what I'm saying? And the tea leaves, see what I'm saying? The tea leaves to be a thief, see, the thieves, see, Ali Bob and the 40 Thieves, right? So it's all coded stuff, as we know, right? So that's the sort of the leave out priesthood idea. You see what I mean? It's those who are in on the hex, right? Staging the hex against those who are left out of the lodge group, right?
I feel lost and confused. I've been around, I've played the fool. I gotta find a way. This time the pressure's on. Concede a goal, my friend is gone. Life ain't what it used to be. It's such a terrible thing when you feel life ain't worth the living and you're just treading water. But this time I must be strong. Read the signs, find my way home from the edge of the boulder. seeds of hope been sown. Under feet the grass has grown. Still I stand here feeling empty. I've been living